Whoa! Holy moly! It's Patchwork Fellow! He has returned! Need to press all the buttons. Also need to open Writer Solo, because today's stream is gonna be exciting! We're gonna be doing stuff! We're gonna be thing! Yes, indeed, thing. We're doing things, and also doing other things, and I can talk. Yeah, Okay. Right. So, I'm just saying words at this point just to try and keep the thing going for 5 minutes. 5 big ones. Okay. Writing and crabcrafting. That's just a normal C. There we go. At https://twitch.tv/patchwork_fellow. Woo! Anyway. Moving on. Okay. You don't have headphones, so you can't hear, but I can't lose that stream streak. That is so true. Hello, Boom Went the Sheep. Hold on. How are you today? Ugh, I need to put the message board down. It's so fiddly. Anyway, you need to post the messages all over the universe, or failing that, just on various social media platforms. It's the same thing, surely. Anyway, then on Unicraft and on Solaria. Streamers against cancer. Peak, some people are coming over and we've got a Great Dane puppy. I need to see a Great Dane puppy. Let's see a Great Dane puppy. Great Dane puppy. That is adorable. Oh my god. Oh, that's adorable. You lucky sausage. You lucky, lucky sausage. Ah. Doing a writing stream today. If anyone wants to look in. Where else do I need to post? John posting. Have a good stream. Okay, bye, Will. Have a nice day. Enjoy the puppy. Enjoy the puppy. Anyway. So, that's it. We also need to post it on Twitter and Instagram. We'll just grab it off here. And yeah. Copy paste text. Hop over to Twitter, or X, as some stupid idiots call it. Okay. So, one there. And one on here. And we're almost done. Link. Send. There we go. Right, here. Okay. Yeet the phone. It's very important we always yeet the phone at the opposite side of the room. Okay. Gonna hop onto the game. Onto Crabcraft. Hey Patch, at work right now, but I hope the stream goes well. Hi Will. Will number 2, or Pixel Will. Pixel Will, yep, that sounds about right. I hope the stream goes well as well. Enjoy, I want to say, work. Why is that? Why is that not on the right page? Oh, there we are. Just took a second. Has it got the... It's not got the thing! No! Someone can steal 15 seconds of my video. It's the worst day ever. Also, I've got a new keyboard, and it's meaning that all of my buttons are in completely different places to where they normally are. So if I seem a little confused, that's why. Okay, we need to build the structure. Ah! Hi, fella. Get over here. Oh, get in the hole. No! That's not what I wanted. No! Get in there. Oh, okay. Great start, guys. I know I know what I'm doing. Ah. Get in. Get in the square. Ah! I'm gonna nudge you in. That's all I've got. Get in, you silly little man. There we go. Okay. Now we sit here for a while. Meanwhile, we then go to number 6. And I do have Writer Solo open. Don't know why you're being stupid about it. All sprag. Okay. And you can see him in the corner. And yeah. That works. I'm just gonna move it up to there. Because I kind of forgot how much... Yeah, I'll move it to there. Uh-huh. I'm just gonna let him de-pillager, and we shall write stuff. What's the illager box for? It's a pillager. And, Sorry, that was such a SWAT answer. Basically, I'm hiring all of the pillagers that I can find to become employees at the holiday camp that I'm building. Which means I need to disarm them, which means I need to do this for every single one of them. Which is fun. And whilst they're doing that, I'm gonna write. So, future, present, and past. Yeah. Actually, hold on. Are we meant to put the name in... I don't know what you're meant to put into the thing, because I'm doing the Paul Spragg competition. That's what we're doing today, people. Which means I need to check. I need to check what I'm allowed to put in there. News. Read more. Attached document. One-page synopsis for 500 words. Okay. Okay. PDF document. Do not need the title. But the title is going to be that. Yeah, anyway. How are you doing today, Storm? How are you doing on this wonderful day? You know what? Just gonna make this quiet, because that is gonna be really annoying otherwise. I'm gonna disconnect. Then hop back on, just so I can fix all the chat, because I don't want to see the 2 messages I've sent, that Becky and I have sent, on the screen forever. Where did... Where did he... Huh? Where did he go? What? Wait, hold on. That's concerning. Where did you go, sir? Is he dead? Do I need to get another pillager? I'm running out. No, don't kill each other, don't kill each other. I saw you dying. Go on. Get in the hole. That's not the hole. You're in the wrong place, you goober. Come on. Now is not the time for you phantoms. Okay, come on. This is painful. I'm so glad. What? I'd assume so, but like I was only off the server for like 3 seconds. It's very weird. Get in. Are you in? There we go. Right. Okay, moving on. So, my concept for this little thing is that because the theme has to be the first Doctor, my plan is to write a story which is a historical story, because, you know, the first Doctor loves historical stories, and to have it so it's like him grappling with his future legacy. I feel like I said that in the dumbest way possible, but like he has to find the TARDIS. He's in a war zone. He has to find the TARDIS, or he's just post a war, somewhere around there. And yeah, he's helped by someone whose family he saved in the future, and they have to get the TARDIS back from the enemies who've taken it, because the Doctor helped them in their past, but in his future, and so they kind of love him, honestly. And yeah, that's the plan. So, no, it's the buttons. Doctor, the first Doctor. Now, hold on. Caught in the Napoleonic invasion of Egypt, the first Doctor finds himself separated from his TARDIS and his friends. He is therefore forced to make the and his friends after the retreating Mamluks, who were in charge of Egypt at the time, under the Ottoman Empire, like viceroys. It was interesting. Took both the craft and crew with them whilst fleeing Cairo. Oh, I wish I knew how to count. Is there a way to do a word count on here? Hold on. Writer solo, how to word count. Tools, word count. Okay. Tools. It ain't there. What do I have down here? Blurbs, call out, sidebar. Statistics. Various things. Outline, save project. How about that? Ah! Oh, I don't pass the Bechdel test. Okay, here we are. 34 words. Cool. In his quest, he is joined by a French officer named, oh, what could he be called? Edouard de Leclerc. No. I like Edward. Edward, but it's spelt weird. French name? Yeah. Edward. What's some Frenchy surnames? French surnames. Yes, this is how I find names. I don't think behind the name. Allow me to introduce myself. Martin. Thomas. Robert. Dubois. Moreau. Laurent. I like Moreau. Who has a mission of his own. And an old connection to the Doctor, which the Time Lord is yet to make. Alright. Word count. 69. Awesome. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so now we need to remember some important details about this time period, namely everything about this time period. So Napoleon, Egypt. That's not how you spell Egypt, but oh well. French invasion of Egypt and Syria. Okay. Where's the Battle of the Pyramids? Here we are. 1798, July 1798. Okay. Sorry, got distracted by Wikipedia. Okay, so I've got a time frame. Captain... What are the captains in the French army at the time? Ranks in the French army... let's just go 1790s. I keep going to press enter, but I keep pressing hashtag instead. Capitaine, or chef de bataillon, chef d'escadron, maître du camp, chef de brigade colonel. I love saying the French noises. Hello, love some detailed research. Hi Rob, how you doing, buddy? I also love some detailed research. I don't think that's what I'm doing right now, but I like doing it. Yeah. Let's make him a captain. Capitaine. Edouard Moreau. John Multitask. Yeah, that's me. Hi Moobs, how you doing? We got Pillagers in the corner, writing on the front. So many words that my computer hates. Anywho, we are writing for a writing competition for Doctor Who. It's very exciting. Is that a little emoji? What is that emoji? Can't quite see it in the corner of my screen. Is that Pyro? I'm guessing it's Pyro, given you have it. Is it Pyro, Moobs? Yep, fair enough. Is walking down the streets of Cairo, heading for the stables, which they would totally have, sure. When he sees in the distance the doctor. Dun dun dun. Anyway, again, I cannot concentrate with this guy just shooting the thing. Shut up. Okay. Okay. So, he sees in the distance the doctor. Looking more than a little frustrated. Shocked by the appearance of a man he knows all too well, he approaches him and asks what's wrong. So you have to write 500 words for a synopsis and 500 words of preview, dialogue, text, whatever. Which is going to be fun, because I love writing prose. Totally. I love planning my ideas before writing them down. This is something I'm so well equipped to do. Anyway, how's everyone doing? I don't think I asked yet. How is y'all, as Moobs would say, with slightly more style. After a moment's hesitation, the doctor explains that he is looking for his ship and his friends. Let's call him by his first name. Edward says that it is possible the Mamluks... You're doing uni work right now. And you're tired. Did you mention tired? Oh dear. Difficult day for Stormgem Thunder and Rob's Ferratu. Tell you what, I was helping out at church this morning, and I had to, because we were doing a Pentecost service, which meant we were out in the park doing like an outdoors service. It's a once-a-year thing with the terrible speakers. We had to move chairs in and out, and when people were bringing them back in afterwards, they put them just everywhere. And I had to spend like 30 minutes stacking them up and moving them to the other side of the room in a heat wave. It was awful. So yeah, I was wiped. I was wiped out by that. And here we are now. So I understand your pain, Rob. I understand your pain. Says it is possible that the Mamluks took them whilst leading the French advance. I had to do all the worst French accent you'll ever see. And whilst fleeing the French advance. And offers to check there and offers to help him track down eyewitnesses, an offer that the doctor accepts. How many words have we done now? 162. I keep nearly clicking on the wrong X. I keep nearly closing the page, which is not what I'm aiming to do. After looking around, after speaking with various civilians, the pair confirm that that Ian, Barbara, Susan, and the TARDIS have been taken. The Doctor decides to go after them and Edward consults with some reports in the army's headquarters to find that Mamluk... No, he'll know it already, because he's on a mission, of course. Edward tells him that the Mamluks are currently... Where are they going to again? Let's find out. Salaleh. Where on earth is that? Salaire? Okay, there was a battle there. Yep. Cool. Heading to that place. What's the date going to be? Let's say the 27th July 1799. I think. It is 1799, isn't it? 1798. Ah, I'm a fool. I'm a damned fool. 1798. And that they can probably catch up with them in a few days' travel. The Doctor is confused by his continued offer of help, but Edward dismisses him, saying it's the least he can do. Ooh, okay. So, I don't know how many words I'm doing. How many is this? 237. Okay. The pair travel, get a pair of horses and some provisions, and begin traveling through the desert. Is that the right spelling of desert? No, would they have camels? Hold on. French invasion of Egypt and Syria. Reparations. Menu. Who are you? Jacques-François de Menu, Baron of Beausset. Okay. Let's see. Desert equal biome, desert equal food. Okay, thank you. Bop. Okay. Battle of the Pyramids. Battle of the Pyramids. Battle of the Nile. Okay. Did the French use camels or horses when invading Egypt? Oh my word, I've been typing about French people for about 40 minutes and that's the first Crazy. Okay. Camels. They did use camels. A camel corps. I love that name. Okay. Always love the early season historicals, but yeah, they're fun. They are fun. I don't know how far I'll go to emulate that, but I think a fair bit of the story will be set in that sort of traveling section. Okay, we need to get camels up in here. Camels. With the doctor insisting on plenty on plenty of water due to his knowing about the Mamluks blocking up wells. And begin travelling through the desert. It takes them. Okay, let's see. It took the French army a fairly long time to catch up with them. It took. Okay, so the Battle of the Pyramids was on the 21st of July. Then they were able to catch up with Ibrahim Bey and his forces at Salalei. Lie? How how do you spell how do you spell that word? I genuinely don't know. Anyway, it took them 30 days in bright December, April, June, dawn, sun. Okay, so it took them 18 days to catch up. But then that was a force of several thousand French soldiers. Yeah. So like I feel like two people going after them would be a bit quicker. So maybe 7 days? How far between Cairo and on foot? As El Saleh. An hour 57 by car. What about by foot? Is there an option for foot travel? Okay, apparently it would take 1 day to walk there. Like 27 hours? That doesn't feel right. That does not feel right. Is a camel Faster than a human. Despite rarely traveling faster than human walking speed. Okay, they do not run fast. Okay, let's say 3 days. 3 days. And we're gonna push this forward a few days as well. So let's put it to the 1st of August, actually. No, good point, actually. Okay, put it to the 29th, and we'll put it up to... And now I think about it, the first Doctor's old, so he'd need extra stops, wouldn't he? So let's put it to 3 days. Yeah, so 3 days, and it's the 29th, so it goes you to the 2nd of August, and I think our little friend here is ready to cook. I think he's cooked. Chat. He is! Yay! There we go. Let's move you out of the way, actually, because I feel like you're in a very dangerous little spot here. Okay. You sit nice and tight. We'll be back in a bit. Oh my word, it's Budup! Hi, Budup! How are you doing? Come on, fella. We're multitasking today, Budup. We're doing a great job of multitasking. We have started... Right, why is this broken? That shouldn't be broken. Anyway. Come on. In you can. Okay, yeah, but we're multitasking. We're stuffing pillagers into small boxes. No, I said you need to get in the box. You, not me. In. 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 Okay. Now... Okay. We're just going to leave him. Like so. I just realised I need to turn the sound off again. Because it's really annoying.
Return.
Oh. Return! It's a return! We need to add the guy. A little fella. In the corner like that. Actually, hold on. We're going to do it properly. We're going to add them all at once. So, where's insert? Where's... I don't know if... Oh, here's insert. There we go. Anyway, you've redeemed him. He's back. You just continuously travel, so it takes 3 times, yeah. Tell you what, because I really need them to be at roughly... They need to get there within a few days of the thing coming. So, let's go for 4 days. I think... Yeah, we're going to push this forward a few days as well. So let's go to the 3rd of August. 1798. So it takes them up to the 7th of August, 1798, which leaves a few days for them to show up and for the rest of the story to go on. And in that time, it takes them 4 days. As they travel, they continue to discuss stuff. They don't let each other know very much about themselves, yet somehow Edward seems to know a lot about the Doctor, making him suspicious. As they travel, they also occasionally see... I cannot spell. Occasionally see... thingamies. What else do they see, guys? They see... Doing jazz hands to motivate my brain. Flashes of metal. Did the French army wear metal? French army 17, not 700. I cannot do numbers on this thing. Uniform. Had a habit, veste à manches, gilets, culottes, pantalons de toile, col noir, and bretelles. Is any of that made of metal? You know, back to your plotting and writing game. Ah, oh, it's tragic. Have fun, I think. Yeah, I think there's some metal in there. Lashes of metal and what appear to be soldiers on the horizon. No, we'll say figures on the horizon. Hold on. Is offensive. Well, that's not helpful. Why is writing and plotting so hard times? It is. It is awful. I struggle so much with it. I just want to start writing my sentences. Hmm. Okay, I think Bedouin's an inoffensive term, so I will cautiously use it. Assumes that they are loyal to the... That's a word I want to use, but I don't... Yes! That is so true! It is so annoying. There are so many times I've gone onto Spectral Horizons Discord server, and I was like, guys, what is a word that means this, this, and this? What is it? I cannot remember it. Help. And it's always so annoying. We've done 327 words. Who are following? Who are watching them? But the Doctor is less sure. After 4 days of travelling... This happens with me and the word turns out to be... Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, After 4 days of travelling, the pair make it to the Mamluk camp and meet with... Who was at the Mamluk camp? It was Ibrahim Bey, born Abram Shinjikashvili. I'm so British. Why can I not pronounce any words? Anyway. Ibrahim Bey. I know more or less what I want to happen, but how? Yeah. Ah, those are the L's, Mooble Soups. How very rude. Put him there so we can continue to watch. Okay. You write on... Yeah, writing yourself into a corner is rough. I normally manage to avoid it because my scripts are either really long, so I have plenty of time to sort of plan where they go, or really short, so I don't have enough... I basically don't have enough rope to hang myself. I don't have enough time to write a corner to stick myself into, which is quite convenient. And meet with Ibrahim Bey, the leader of the Mamluks. Okay. It is here that Edward reveals his own reason for pretty much everything you've made over the last 10 years. You need a spreadsheet, but you need a spreadsheet for it. It's like status, dead, alive, missing, gay, unclear. That might actually be what I have to do. You might actually have to get a spreadsheet for it. You know what? I'm moving you down to there. How's that? That means we can actually see everyone's messages, not being overwritten by some stinky poo-poo brain, namely me. Yeah. Reveals his own reason for wanting to come here. He has been instructed to negotiate a peace deal with Ibrahim by... Hi down there, Minecraft. Yeah, down there, Minecraft says hi back. Okay, what's his name? It's Beauharnais or something. Eugene de Beauharnais. That's not who I thought it was. Who was it that died? Jean-Baptiste Bessières. That's not him either. Status gay. That is... Let's be realistic. That's most of the characters in Doctor Who. No, you're the one who ended up as like a stump in the end. Yeah. Yeah. François Paul Brie Gallier kind of went out like a champ. Are you him? No, you're not him. Martin Dupuis? I know it's like one who died. Thomas Dumas. No? No. Jean Kleber. Was that it? Jean-Baptiste Kleber. Yeah, that was him. He was assassinated by a theology student of all the ways to go. A fate worse than death. Yeah, but Francois Paul Brouy Gallier, I'll pronounce it properly eventually. Um, he died in the Battle of the Nile, and he that was a naval battle against the British during the campaign. And before he died, he ended up having a cannonball take off both his legs, and I think one of his arms. I think so. He was like propped up on a barrel, and just continued commanding the ships until like the ship sank. He was missing most of his limbs, and he was still there. I was honestly kind of impressed. He got caught in an explosion. Yeah, he just refused to die. Anyway, it's Jean Baptiste Kleber. That's who I was looking for. General Jean Baptiste Kleber. Only kind of impressed. I'm British. I have to understate everything. It's like I always say I'm fine, and it doesn't matter if I'm actually having a terrible day or an amazing day. It's always just fine, because it could go worse or it could go better. And I'm British, so I'm not allowed to show emotions. Okay, 110 words, so that the French can go home and help with the burgeoning war of the... Which coalition was it in the 1790s? Uh, that's not helpful. War 1798. See what this brings up. Uh, War of the Second Coalition, that's it. Second Coalition. Breaking news, man too angry to die. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I think so. He's French. I mean, I know I've made the jokes about the French, because I have to. I'm British. I have to make those jokes. But they are quite hardcore a lot of the time. Like they will start a revolution over like taxes going slightly up. They will do a lot for very little reason, and it's beautiful. Anyway, to help with the burgeoning war of the French Second Coalition, as they Ibrahim is Ibrahim is unconvinced until he sees the doctor. He suddenly becomes far more amiable, because a major point of this story is something French government with. Yeah, that's the one. The price of sticky cheese by 0.1%. Oh dear. But a major point of this story is that the first Doctor, he's seeing the impact his future self will have by because in the future at some point he'll help save Captain Moreau's family in the past, and at some point else he'll also have done something with the Mamluks that's meant that the family kind of doesn't idolize him, but like they owe him one, and they know it. Like they've passed down that I owe him one, we all owe him one. That little bit. they've passed it down for a while. Shout out to the French. If nothing else, they know how to protest. Yeah, they've got a lot of experience with the protests. Suddenly becomes far more amiable. He happily, probably not happily, he agrees to let Ian, Barbara, and Susan, not Sudan, go, and gives him back his TARDIS. And whilst he is there, Ibrahim is also more open to the idea of a peace treaty. However, before Moreau can... No, Edward, even. That's not how you spell that. Edward can get him to sign it. Guards burst in and tell Ibrahim that a French army has been spotted coming to attack them. Ibrahim is enraged, as one might be if someone was trying to kill you. 482 words. I can make this work. I can make this work. Come on. 18 words. I cannot make that work. At this seeming betrayal, and attacks the Doctor. But Edward jumps in and takes the blade. Tries to stab the Doctor. I feel like he'd have a knife on him. Yeah, it's that sort of era. You know, people just have knives on them for no reason. And takes the blade instead. Limping out of the room and towards the TARDIS, Edward explains in the wake of Napoleon's conquest of the city. 453. Okay, that's giving me a bit more room. Anyway. Recounting how the Doctor once saved the Mamluk Sultanate in its direst hour. Explains that the Doctor had saved his family from being... What could the Doctor have saved the Moreaus from? I genuinely have no idea. Does anyone have any ideas? Because I got nothing. I got nothing, people. But what I do have, I believe, is... Yes, another convert. Another convert. Okay. Okay. Come on, buddy. Out you come. Why are you not coming? Come on. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the plan with these guys is to that's actually quite a fun shot. Is to basically oh no, wrong button. There we go. Is to convert them into things. Yeah, I'm gonna like put name tags on them, which should, if I make the skin in time, make them have their own unique uniform. So I think the only thing I'm gonna change is I'm gonna make their blazes yellow. And that's literally it. But we'll see. We'll see. Gonna have to head off now, Patch. Have a good rest of the stream. Okay, bye, Rob. Have a nice day. Oh yeah, Budap. Hi. I found your monstrous hiding spot. You psychopath. Down here. How? Why? What is wrong with you, sir? I have a newfound respect for you. I also kind of hate you. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna drop that down there. You know what? I think this calls for. Oh, Becky's still here. Okay. I'm gonna go and use the farm, the big one, because I just need to heal these tools. They are frying. Stone sword. John Stone sword. How about that hiding spot, eh? Yeah, no, you've proved yourself. You can definitely do evil. Please go back to being nice. I will just say, I know mine was kind of monstrous as well, but, like, at least I told you. At least I gave you a hint as to what you had to do. Like, buddy. Buddy. I had kind of guessed that it was in that area before Willage had pointed out to me, but, like... Ha. And before you ask, I haven't hidden this again. I haven't done that yet, so... I'll do that off stream. There we go. Okay. You're gonna give me something horrendous now, I bet. I don't know. I have to be creative with it, because I honestly don't know what I could do. Because your base now has stuff in it, but I don't know what any of that stuff does. I remember I had one idea for a hiding spot, but I can't remember what it is now, which is kind of inconvenient. Yeah. Where's the boat gone? Oh, there it is. Get over it, boy. Ooh! He got over it. Ow. Okay, next one. You know the drill. His name's Steve. And now back to this. Gonna go eat something, enjoy writing and wrangling. I will indeed. Yes, indeedly deedly do. Anywho. Also, it's been an hour. How's everyone still doing? People enjoying the stream? People still alive? That's a big one. I hope you're still alive. Yeah. Okay. Had saved his family from being... Seriously, what could he have saved them from? Somewhat interesting. I mean... Oh. Could be something really small, something really personal. I know. With his family when he was little. Helping them to raise the money to make their rent and helping him get over his fear of the dark. How about that? Because I feel like him saving the Mamluks from their direst hour, you know, contrasts that with something really personal and small and sweet. I think that makes sense. He reflects on how he's once again his light against the impending darkness before dying in the doctor's arms. Ah, I've run out of lines. Hold on. Custom format. Can I make the text smaller? No. I can do that, which gives us a bit more room. There we go. Excellent. The Doctor makes it back to the TARDIS, where his companions are waiting. After asking him if he's alright and getting rushed off, as per usual with the first Doctor, they leave the Doctor to contemplate the impact he will have on the universe in the future. This text is too big. It's too big. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so how many words is this? 556, damn it. We need to get... He sees the Doctor. from destruction. He once saved the Mamluks from destruction, takes us down to 548. He has come to negotiate a peace deal. For... We don't need his first name, do we? Return to Europe for the War of the Second Coalition, which puts us down to 532. Only 32 more words to remove. Following Napoleon's conquest. And asks what's wrong. He is looking frustrated. There we go. 525. Slowly going down. Says that it's the least he can do, which puts us down to 522. Does it have to be exactly 500 words, do we think? No more than 500 words. Okay, yeah. The doctor's friends go. Don't really need that bit, it's obvious they'd ask. 511. The impact he will have in his future. Remove that. 490. Way. There we go. Okay. How many more of these do we have to deal with? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. No, I don't. Ooh. Okay. Now I need to do the rest of it. Actually, I'm just gonna go like that very quickly. Just so I can hop onto the title page and fix that. And by that I mean make it not exist. Okay. No, I said button. Why can't I press anything? Why can't I... Why can't I type anymore? What? Why can I not type? This is very annoying. Right, okay. Word document. Very quickly. Close that. Paste all of that. Close this. Close all of this. Reopen Writer Solo. This is fine. I'm fine. This is not annoying at all. New project. Future, present, and past. Oh! Huh! You can have a book version of this. That's fun. Okay. I didn't realize you could do that. And it's closed for some reason. Let's just fix that. Why are you not... Why is it being annoying? Why are you like this? Writer Solo is open. I don't know why you... Why are you being annoying? Okay. Right, let's try that again. Close the thing. Write a solo. Open it up. Make it a screenplay, because apparently that works, but just... Future and past. Okay. We're going to fix the format. If I can remember how to do that. There we go. Why is it not working? It's so annoying. Why? Now it's not even showing this. That's just... you are trying my patience. You stupid machine. Okay. Fine, I'm fine. This is fine. I know how to fix this. Probably. There we go. Eh. Eh. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. For some reason, the difficulty is just that my computer, for some reason, hates me. And I don't know why. It's very annoying. There we go. How's that? There we go. Cool. Hi, 13012. Who's that? Is that a new person? New friend? Hi. How you doing? I'm writing a thing. Slowly but surely. It's decided to be annoying today. I just decided to not exist for a while. Write a solo. But yes, I'm doing the Paul Spragg competition. I've got my story here. That's not gonna work. How do I add a new page? These are things I should probably know. New page, new page, new page. Page. No, that's not what you do. Editing? No. Shift enter. No. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do it manually. There we go. Anyway. Okay. So now we have to do the prose, which is fun. I love the prose, totally. We have to do an extract of this. Let's just go for the first bit. So Captain Edward Moreau walking down the streets looking for the doctor. And at the moment we have how many tools we have for statistics again. Statistics. We have written 490 words. Whoa, look at that. It's crazy. And you can actually see that on that screen. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. So. Yeah. Let's see how much we can write. Let's see how much we can do. Okay. It's very much blank page syndrome, unfortunately. So let's just grab this. Put that down. Just so we know what to do. How do we start this? Woohoo! Oh, has someone joined? Has someone joined the channel? I heard the woohoo. It's gonna show me you joined. Let's see. I cannot read what that says. Job. Hey, Xed Delta. Hello. How you doing? Thank you for joining. We are writing a story today and waiting for the pillagers in the corner of my screen to stop having crossbows, which might take a while. It was a bright, burning day, and very funny, very funny. And Capitan Edouard Moreau staring at a ghost. That's a good starter. I need to read the lines out to myself, because partly so you can see it, and it's not too difficult to spot. And I'm just thinking, I think... Why has page break on here? Do I have a page break? Because I'm using a new keyboard today, and I need to try and find where all the buttons are on it. You know, I don't think that this keyboard has page break. The story, it's a story about the first Doctor from famous television show Doctor Who, landing in the Napoleonic invasion of Egypt and being helped by a captain called Edouard Moreau to find the TARDIS after it gets taken by the Mamluks. Yeah. Having left the city, having been kicked out of Cairo during the invasion. So if I highlight this, does it only show me this text? It does not. Okay. What about now? 499 words. Perfect. Okay. In the streets of Cairo, and Capitan Edouard Moreau was staring at a ghost. He looked out of place in this. Is Cairo particularly arid? Doing a lot of research for this 500 word page. Is Cairo arid? It's arid. It's arid. Words. Come on, words. How else can you describe the city? Ancient city. Covered as he was in a thick black coat. The rest of his ensemble. No. Did they have monocles in the 1790s? They have monocles in the 1790s. The late 18th century. So yes, they would have had monocles, I think. British fashion 1790s. Okay, specifically male. To an extent, he was dressed. The old man was dressed in the latest fashions. With a waistcoat and tie. What sort of tie does the doctor wear? Spending too much time describing this man's coat. In a suit and black coat. What's a Roman nose? Does William Hartnell have one? William Hartnell nose. Probably the first time anyone's looked that sentence up, ever. Oh, this is why I hate writing prose. Words are just awful. Oh, hello. We can swap over again. And very quickly deal with the next one. Hi, buddy. You've been enhanced, haven't you? You're a nice guy now. Which means if you just come with me out that door, or not, that's also an option. Yeah, no, 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 get back here. Get back here. Okay. It's not hugely convenient, sir. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Hi. Get in the boat. Or you can just do that as well. That's also an option. Okay. Come on! Come on! Just go through the flaming portal. No, don't do that. Go the other way. You're mainly a prose writer and you struggle with script writing. Yeah, I seem to recall that, yeah. Get through there. No. You are so annoying. Oh, dear lord. You, sir. Trying my patience in a way that no pillager has ever done. No, stop doing that! Stop it! Stop it! Get back. Where am I going? This way. Get back over here. You little man. No, stop it. Go the other way. In this way. Do I need to, like, get some food for you? How can I get you to come through the portal? You know what, he'll come through eventually. It's not like I can go anywhere else. Dude, come on. Is this really how you want to spend your life? Probably is, actually. No, 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 stay, stay. Stay. Nice try, Buster. Oh, he went through! Yay! Where did you go? Where did he go? Wait. Where did he go? Don't tell me he just despawned. No. Don't do this to me. What? Oh, that little... That is so so annoying. I just spent 16 minutes in a small cubicle with him and now he just decides to go? We're not... Jerk. You jerky jerk-faced jerk. Ah. Right, next one. Oh. Come on, buddy. Up we go. Ow. Right, okay. dies again. Hi, buddy. If you also die, I'm going to be very annoyed. Okay. Anyway, as we were, before that whole thing, I just need to very quickly change the hotkey for... Oh, it's pause. Oh, I still have pause. Pause. There we go. He's gone. Didn't realize the button had changed automatically, or maybe it was just never page break. That's also possible. Yeah. Anyway. With his wispy white hair. The old man could have passed for a real ghost. But Edward knew all too well how real he was. He looked out of place in this arid, ancient city, covered as he was in a suit and a black coat. But that didn't... that's not the right word. But he seemed oblivious to this, surveying the people and the street and the people in it, both soldier and civilian, with the same imperious stare, beaming out. As he clutched his lapels. Okay, we had 499 words, now we have 588 words. That's 89 words. Is that AI viewer stream boot? No. Banned. Deleted. Obliterated. With a force of 10,000 suns! Anyway. So. It was a bright, burning day in the streets of Cairo, and Capitaine Edouard Moreau was staring at a ghost. With his wispy white hair, the old man could have passed for a real ghost, but Edward knew all too well, double O, how real he was. He looked out of place in this arid, ancient city, in his suit and black coat, but he seemed oblivious to this, surveying the street and the people in it, both soldier and civilian alike, with the same imperious stare as he clutched his lapels. I love a run-on sentence. I shouldn't. I know they're rubbish, but I love them. I don't know why. I don't think I need the as he clutched his lapels just yet. Edward felt sweat begin to run down his... Can you have a wizened brow? Is that a thing? Wizened brow. Wizened. Meaning. Not the warm... of the beating... Not the warm heat caused by... Not the warm sweat, even, caused by the beating sun above, a cold one brought on by fear? Possibly. After all, there was no way in which this man possibly be standing in front of him now. Not unless he was no man to begin with. Edward felt sweat begin to run down his brow. Not the warm sweat caused by the beating sun above, but a cold one, brought on by fear? Possibly. After all, there was no way in which this man could possibly be standing in front of him now. Not unless he was no man to begin with. Yeah, sure, it works. It's a bit awkward, but it's first draft, so it's fine. And now we've got 639 words. It's going to need a calculator. 639 minus 499. 140 words. Okay. I knew that. Totally. Still, he decided, only one way perhaps he was going mad, he thought. Perhaps the heat and thirst of this campaign had robbed him of his sanity, like so many of his comrades. Perhaps what he saw before him was, therefore, a hallucination. Or perhaps that man had not been a normal man in the first place. There's only one way for him to check, of course. Edward steeled himself as if he was about to charge into battle once again, and approached the doctor. 711. (711) minus 499. 212 words done. That's not bad. Okay, maybe it's not great, given I've been writing for about 30 minutes, but It's fine. It's fine. I'm just shy of halfway through, which is pretty good. And look, so far, all we've done is that. That's all we've done. I don't know which perspective I should. Let's go for the doctor. Let's go. Progress is made. That's the most important part. That's right. That is true. It's little things in life. Sorry if you can hear a dog, by the way. We're currently still in the middle of a heat wave here, and I need the window open and the fan going all at once so I don't melt. And it does mean that I can hear literally everything going on outside, and that dog is so very loud. It just does not know how to shut up. Okay. So then, I'll go over to the doctor's perspective. I think most of the story will be from his perspective. Okay. In his short time traveling the universe, the Doctor had quickly become accustomed to all manner of stares. Of expressions. Most of the time, the people he met seemed to look at him with an expression of hatred or fury. Or fury, as they swore bloody vengeance on him, foiling their plans. This was not the stare. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, noon is awful. I was out in I because we were doing a church service earlier today. And it was a Pentecost one, so we did it outside as we always do. the the we had to obviously get all the chairs out, and we had to put them all back. And when we were taking them back in, people just sort of left them all around the hall. So I had to go and stack them up and put them in the right corner. I spent 30 minutes doing that in the heat wave, and bear in mind, I'm not in the best physical shape, so like that was difficult. I was melting on the asphalt. Oh dear God. Okay, this was not the stare he encountered. The expression he saw now. A French soldier dressed in the middle-aged man dressed in the uniform of a French capitaine. Actually, no, it makes more sense for him to say captain, to be honest. A French captain during from the early revolutionary from the wars of the French Revolution had approached him and was now looking at him with a face full of... Well, the doctor wasn't quite sure. It was a curious mixture of shock, fear, and something else that he couldn't quite place. 823 words. 823 minus 499. 324 words done. He sensed no hostility from the man at all. But what surprised the doctor the most was that he sensed no hostility from the man at all. Forgive me, sir. The captain began. Despite clearly being French, his accent was nonetheless bog standard English. Was nonetheless... He nonetheless spoke in a received pronunciation accent. Something that he seemed to share with every other life form in existence. The doctor put it down. The doctor put it into a quirk in the ship's translation matrix. But are you quite all right? You seem... well, distracted somehow. No, I need to actually highlight the word. Okay, how about this? How many words is this? 894. 8. No, that's the wrong button. 894 minus 499. I could probably do this in my head, but I just don't want to. Okay, 105 more words. Okay. I think I'm cooking with this. Do you think I'm cooking with this, anyone? Yeah, I thought I should just bring it up. It's a funny little quirk. In a pleasant turn of events, the Doctor could sense no hostility from this man. But that did not mean that he could trust him. Clutching to his lapels, sternly clutching his lapels, he gave the man a sharp, searching look. And what is it to you, young man? Hmm? Hmm? How many words is this? 920, 921. 422 words done. Excellent, excellent. And I think, talking of excellent, I think this fella's done. This fella's cooked. Are you cooked? I think you've cooked. You've popped off. Do you know what? I'm going to actually block this off now. I've learnt my lesson. Okay. Okay, you can just hop out on your own. Okay, and now we whip around. You can join your buddies over here. Your fellow yellowcoats. We have fun. We have fun. Okay. The next one. Ow. Come on. Come on. There we go. Finally. Ah! Rude. Okay. Next one. Only got 2 left. After this guy. Okay. Hop over. And what is it to you, young man? Hmm? The soldier blinked. I merely wished to help you, sir. always wondered about hostility and bloodlust in stories. How can you tell when a psychopath? True, that's true. And in this case, we know Edward's a nicey. He's a goodie. Well, for the purposes of this story, at least. um, that's true. The soldier blinked. I don't think he'd excitement for doing something good. Yeah, I mean, in the case of the Doctor, we know that he's like moderately telepathic, which I think would you know give him a bit of a boost on that front. If you know what I mean, like he wouldn't like just know instinctively what someone's thinking, but he would like probably have a second sense as to like their intentions. I think, but you know, the soldier blinked. How would he respond to this? I wonder. I merely wished to help you, sir. It would not do. No, I merely something. Wondered if you were all right, sir. You seemed, well, distracted. It was a bright burning day on the streets of Cairo and Capital. I like that line. I do like that line. Okay, 929 minus 499. Probably getting quite close, which is good because I'm running out of lines. 430. Mm-hmm. Uh, in fact, who might you be? Hmm? Hmm? Yes. I can do the voice, definitely. Yes, this is most certainly William Hartnell. Hmm? This is what happens when a 20-year-old thinks he can do the voice of a 60-something-year-old. Does not work. um, for the shortest of seconds, Soldier looked almost disappointed, but he quickly regained his composure and smiled. I am I am Edouard Moreau, monsieur. That's not how you spell monsieur. At your service. Like, for example, if the scientist is really a psychopath, Then people shouldn't feel hostility, bloodlust for him. He's going to perform a new experiment. You can't think, it's the mad scientist. He's not doing anything wrong. He's helped in order to the experiment. Yeah, that's true. Smile. Ever so slightly wider. Ever so slightly slyer? More sly. Doctor. How's that for an ending? 952. 952 minus 499 is 453 words. Yeah, okay. I like that. That's a pretty good ending spot, right? Let's just go through it again. It was a bright, burning day in the streets of Cairo. I need to put my glasses on for this. No, I don't. They're a mess. Oh well. And Capitan Edouard Moreau was staring at a ghost. With his wispy white hair, the old man could have passed for a real ghost, but Edward knew all too well how real he was. He looked out of place in this arid, ancient city, in his suit and black coat, but he seemed oblivious to this, surveying the street and the people in it, soldier and civilian alike, with the same imperious stare. Edward felt sweat begin to run down his brow, not the warm sweat caused by the beating sun above, but a cold one, brought on by fear? Possibly. After all, there was no way in which this man could possibly be standing in front of him now. Perhaps he was going mad, he thought. Perhaps the heat and the thirst of his campaign had robbed him of his sanity, like so many of his comrades. Perhaps what he saw before him was, therefore, a hallucination. Or perhaps that man had not been a normal man in the first place. There was only one way for him to check, of course. Edouard steeled himself as if he was about to charge into battle once again, and approached the doctor. In his short time travelling the universe, the Doctor had quickly become accustomed to all manner of expressions. Most of the time, the people he met seemed to look at him with an expression of hatred or fury, as they swore bloody vengeance on him for foiling their plans. You don't need an A there. This was not the expression he saw now. A middle-aged man, dressed in the uniform of a French captain from the wars of the French Revolution, had approached him, and was now looking at him with a face full of... well, the Doctor wasn't quite sure. It was a curious mixture of shock, fear, and something else that he couldn't quite place. "Forgive me, sir," the captain began. Despite clearly being French, he nonetheless spoke in a received pronunciation accent, something that he seemed to share with every other life form in existence. The Doctor put it down to a quirk in the ship's translation matrix. "But are you quite all right?" In a pleasant turn of events, the Doctor could sense no hostility from this man, but that did not mean that he could trust him. Sternly clutching his lapels, he gave the man a sharp, searching look. I'm going to change that to the officer. "And what is it to you, young man? In fact, who might you be? For a moment, the soldier looked almost disappointed, but he quickly regained his composure and smiled. "I am Edward Moreau, at your service." His smile grew slightly more sly. "Doctor?" "Ah? Ah? Yeah? How's that? I like that." I like that a lot. Okay. Let's take you over to here. Just for a minute, whilst I save the thing. Ooh. Because I need to do stuff that will that would otherwise let you see inside my computer. So, if we go and export this into a PDF, I'm gonna save it first. Present, future, and past. Put into literary works. There we go. Just wait. Just wait. Okay, so I need to... How does one not add a title page? How to export even a PDF in Writer Solo without a title page. Okay, menu, customize, PDF. Okay. There we go. That's all nice and done. Cool. Okay, I'll leave that for a bit. Glad I got that done. And now we get to watch this guy shoot at us for a while. Which I'm sure will be very exciting. Oh, I need to change my skin. Ah. I haven't really registered that. That's a bit of an oopsie. Are you nearly done, sir? Jope, have you seen my base before? Out of curiosity, would you like to? You can do a quick free cam tour whilst we're waiting for this guy to stop shooting at me. It's going to take a while, I think. Yeah, it's going to take a while. We've got nothing else to do. Well, it's just, I wondered if you wanted to see the base I've been building whilst we're waiting for this guy to run out of crossbow durability. There's not a huge amount, but I can still show you. Okay. Let us take a look around. Firstly, we've got this bit. We've got the train station. It's one of the newer buildings, and it was meant to be part of a server-wide thing where... Oh, Enderman. Hello. There's a lot of them around here. Where everyone would have train lines connected to each other's bases. But, yeah, only a few of us actually built them in the end. So, yeah, it's kind of a waste of my time. But hey, I think it looks cool. We've got some decoration. We've got a fancy chair using some armor stand magic. We've got an Enderman. We've got elevators, and where is it? Here we are. A lamp that turns on during the night, so the place is nicely illuminated at all times. Or mostly all the time. Is this guy done now? Nope. What else? Oh, this is the most recent building. Got a little allotments area for people to sort of grow their own plants in. Just be sort of mindful. And the idea behind this base, by the way, is that it's that basically It's like a holiday camp, but it's deliberately bad, like in Heidi High, if you ever watched that. So we've also got this really rundown looking playground, which I'm really proud of. I really like how this turned out. It's probably my favorite part of the building. And over here we've got the the dead people in the sand pit, Becky Roboguts, and a dead guy of some variety. I think we decided it was another player called Robin. That's my office. I'll show that in a bit. Got a swimming pool. Yeah. Um, this is going to be a bar when I eventually decorate it. And we've got Trans Mountain. There's a church on top of that, which I can show in a bit. Firstly, in here we have all of my stuff. It's kind of understandable. Yeah, that's true. It was more meant to be just like a fun project for us all to work on, but there weren't enough people online. Anyway, so we've got a cactus farm for XP. You've got a bamboo farm for wood to smelt the cactus with. Then we've got a sugarcane farm, which is 2 layers. Ooh, how fancy. SMH, SMH. Then we've got a creeper farm, which is basically my main source of income, because I sell firework rockets on here. People can't get enough of them, it's quite annoying. Thank you. Then up here, we can just fly all the way up Trans Mountain. Eventually. Takes a while. Here we are. Here's Bubba's Chapel of Love. This is my most recent build. I haven't actually shown this on the thing yet, on any videos. That shouldn't look like that. There are armor stands there that make it look like an accessibility ramp, but they're not loaded. Oh, probably because we're on the edge of the universe, apparently. Got some shadow around the edges, which was a little hint from Becky Roboguts, who is no longer online. And then we've got the office down there. No, down there, even. Which is the oldest build in the entire place. It was built on a witch hut, which might be why I keep summoning cats somehow. But yeah, it's nothing really exciting inside it. It's just like the basement. This is where I live, basically. And up here, we've got some nice little decorations. I like this room. It's probably my best decorations on the entire server. And then none of the dormitories have been decorated yet. So, you done yet? Nope. He's not. Yeah, it really is. Unfortunately, because I have spent... I've spent so many hours just AFKing at that farm to try and get some stuff. Ooh. Hello. I'm emasculating pillagers. ATM. Want to join? Anyway, there's another one. They don't make a funny noise. You don't get like a breaking sound, which is sad. Okay. Oh. They're getting up to some stuff. Oh, Boom went the sheep and Becky Roboguts. Very interesting. Just to check, can any of you hear the fan? Haha. Anyway, can any of you hear the fan going in the background, or is it fine? No, don't kill him. hear a fan, but okay, it might be your laptop. I can check if you want. I can just check if the fan's still running too loudly. Okay. 2 left. What do we do now? Okay, I'll just see if my fan is the one making the noise. Hold on. Can you still hear a fan, or...? I'll be entirely honest, I was kind of expecting the writing to take a bit longer than it did. What now? Hold on. Seriously, what else could we do? I suppose firstly I could just change the thing to Minecraft. See if I've got some games. Hold on. I've got Lego Batman, but that's being saved to something important. Stellaris. Among Us. Okay, let's check Steam. Let's see what I've got on Steam. Library. Got Celeste. Again. Hobbit, Incredibles, Lord of the Rings, Marvel Rivals, which barely works. Repo, which I never actually got around to playing. Victoria 3, War Thunder, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. That's not being installed. Dang it. There's not many options. I think I might just end the stream here. Actually, I'll just deal with the rest of these like in my own time. There's only 1 or 2 of them left, and I get the feeling it's getting quite boring. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Where's the end button? There we are.